Hi, this is Gary. In this tutorial we're going to walk through what the cash cycle is. We're going to walk through the process of how it works, and let's go ahead and get started on that here. First, we start off with cash. I've got a dollar bill right there, and I'm going to call that cash. I'm going to shrink that down and put it in there. Now, cash in the business goes out in a couple different ways. The first is you have to purchase inventory. Another way the cash can seep out is through marketing cost, payroll, purchase of other assets needed to run the business, and possibly any other items I failed to mention here, or any other items you could think of. And basically, going back to this, now we have cash and it's purchasing inventory here. And we're trying to generate a profit on this, obviously. Now, the inventory eventually gets sold, so we call it sales. And there's two types of sales. There's cash sales and there's credit sales. Let's take a look at cash sales first. Cash sales can be straight cash. They can also be considered like credit card sales, where you don't receive the full amount of cash because the merchants usually charge a fee. It could be 2%, 2.5%, depending on the card, Visa, Master, Discover. And then you have check sales, which are considered cash sales, but you always run the risk of a bad check. And obviously with cash you run the risk of taking in counterfeit cash. So that's one component of sales. The next component is the credit sales, or accounts receivable, and that goes to collection, and then eventually the collected money goes back into our regular cash, which we have the dollar bill here. Now we're going to take a brief look at collection and some of the process behind that. Let's take a look at cash collection time here. Now, first off, you have the customer mailing in the payment, so they mail a payment. Then the firm has to process that payment, whatever their processing format is and so forth. And then they take it to the bank, and the bank has to clear the check from the customer. Now, obviously, all this takes a bit of time, so you don't get the cash right away. So we have a mail float, a processing float, and a clearing float. One other point I'd like to make about the collection or accounts receivable, the firms have different types of credit terms. Sometimes they'll offer a cash discount in order to get the cash coming in quicker. They'll offer a discount period and credit period, and then you have to worry about past due accounts as far as sending those to collection agencies or sending the customer notices that they have to pay and stuff like that. And then if it goes to collection, it can be written down or written off, so that cash can, that's another way that cash can seep out. On the other side of the cash cycle, you got your marketing, your payroll, other assets, inventory that ties up cash, or your so-called capital. And what you want to do is you want to look at what your cash cycle is and look at how it compares to your competitors, because it's going to differ industry by industry, and try to figure out the best way or the most efficient way to improve your return on capital. And what you do is you go ahead and analyze it based on the steps I've shown here. And that concludes our tutorial. Thank you for watching.